Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. In this video, I would love to share with you 8 affordable makeup products that did not work for me. I have 2 foundations, 2 powders, 2 mascaras, a blush, and a lip gloss. I have very oily skin and I tested these products on my very oily skin. And of course, if these products did not work for me, that does not mean that they won't work for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte Foundation is probably my most hated foundation. And this is very controversial because many people adore this foundation. And every time I say I don't like it, somebody in the comments says I don't prep my skin well. Well, I know everything about skin prep, and believe me, I prep my skin very well. This foundation just does something to my skin. It emphasizes so many dry patches I didn't even know I had in the first place. It settles into my pores. It emphasizes every fine line and wrinkle on my skin. And in general, it just makes my makeup look like I have very bad skin. Honestly, I have to say all Maybelline foundations are not for me. I don't have a single Maybelline foundation that I would like. I much prefer L'Oreal foundations. For example, my all-time favorite foundation is L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This is the foundation I'm wearing right now, and my makeup looks perfect. But Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte is a huge pass for me. It's so dry and so cakey on my skin. I absolutely hate it. The second foundation that has exactly the same finish as Maybelline one is from Catrice. This is their tinted serum foundation. I had such a high hopes for this foundation because I love lightweight foundations. Well, this one also is very dry, very cakey, emphasizes every pore, every dry patch, settles into every fine line and wrinkle, and just makes my skin look 10 years older than it actually is. From Catrice, I much prefer HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is my favorite foundation from Catrice. On oily skin, it looks perfect. Doesn't settle into the pores, doesn't emphasize fine lines or wrinkles, doesn't emphasize dry patches. If you have oily skin, I do recommend this Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation instead of this one. In my opinion, this one is so much better. I don't like Maybelline Body Mascara. I don't like the original, and I don't like the waterproof version as well. I have very short, straight, and dense lashes, and I'm very picky when it comes to mascara. Not every mascara provides desired length and curling effect to my lashes, and this body mascara just didn't work for me. I don't really like the wand in this mascara. It's too big and too bulky. It doesn't curl my lashes really. It doesn't lengthen them. And honestly, with this mascara, my lashes just look very chunky and short, and it also weights them down. So on my lashes, this mascara just doesn't look nice. I absolutely adore Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I have 4 of these. I have the original, the burgundy one, the green one, and the new one, Sky Tubes, which is their tubing mascara. These are absolutely incredible. For my short and straight lashes, they work so nicely. Right now, I have the burgundy one on my lashes, and look how long and curled my lashes look. These Maybelline Sky High mascaras are my all-time favorite mascaras ever. The body one just didn't work for me. Everyone seems to adore this new Silky Blur powder from Essence. I don't like it because it's not suitable for oily skin in my opinion. First of all, it does have some reflective particles, so it's not 100% matte. When I apply it on my skin, it looks very reflective here around my nose and on my forehead, on my chin. And these are the areas on my face where I get oily the most. So these are the areas where I want to be completely matte. And also, this powder does not absorb the oil, so after 20 minutes, I feel like I need to reapply it. And when I do touch-ups with this powder, I feel like it doesn't work. Even if I apply 3 or 4 layers, my skin still looks very oily. For oily skin, I do recommend Wet n Wild Photofocus Loose Setting Powder. This is so much better. And also they have exactly the same price, around 4 or 5 euros. But Essence has only 9 grams of product and Wet n Wild has 20 grams of product, which is more than twice as much. This one is 100% matte. It absorbs oil beautifully. This is the powder I'm wearing on my skin today. And as you can see, no cakiness. It also looks perfect under the eyes. So if you have oily skin, I do recommend skipping Silky Blur powder and getting Wet n Wild instead. But if you have dry skin, dehydrated skin, or mature skin, you will probably really love this. Silky Blur powder looks absolutely incredible under the eyes. It looks very airbrushed and flawless. But again, for setting the face, especially on oily skin and baking on oily skin, in my opinion, this does not work. I've been testing this NYX Wonder Snatch powder for I think a week, and honestly this is also not my favorite. Essence is not mattifying enough and NYX is way too dry. It emphasizes my fine lines and wrinkles. I don't like how it sets under my eyes. I have a feeling it makes my under eyes look more creasy and more dry. I don't know, for me it's just a little bit too dry. I also don't like this tiny packaging, to be honest. It is travel friendly, but it's not really convenient to use. And my skin just doesn't look as airbrushed and as photoshopped as it looks with Wet n Wild. And also this is so much more expensive. This Wonder Snatch powder has only 6 grams of product, and I believe it's around 10 euros, when again Wet n Wild is 4 or 5 euros for 20 grams of product. And the quality is also very different. I much prefer the Wet n Wild. I think Wet n Wild is so much more finely milled and just melts into the foundation so much better. So for me, this NYX Wonder Snatch is also a pass. Another mascara that I tested recently and didn't really like is also from Essence. This is their Call Me Queen mascara. This mascara does not provide desired lengthening effect. It doesn't provide desired curling effect. It weights my lashes down and they just look very short and straight with this mascara. It's also a bit chunky on my lashes and it just doesn't look good. I much prefer the Essence Lash Without Limits Tubing Brown Mascara. This one is absolutely incredible, very lengthening, very curling. I adore tubing mascaras because they are so easy to remove just with warm water. This formula, in my opinion, is so much better, and I also love this wand. It's very thin and precise and it does a great job in separating my lashes. I actually love the wand on Call Me Queen mascara as well. It's very similar to the tubing one, but I don't know, the formula just feels very heavy. So for me, this mascara is a pass. Maybe I need to give it more chances because the mascara gets better when it is dried out a little bit. So I will keep testing this mascara, but my first impression was that I don't really like it. Next, I have the Viral K-Beauty Liquid Blush. This is from House of Hur, and this is their Moist Ampoule Blusher. I don't like the packaging. First of all, the packaging is just horrible. I don't understand why they didn't make it with a pump. And secondly, I absolutely don't like the formula. It just feels way too thin and it's not pigmented enough. Like when I blend it out, it completely disappears. Like, look at this. It's so oily and watery, and it just blends into nothing, you guys. And when I posted a reel on Instagram and TikTok, many people wrote me that the shade is not for me, that I have to try darker shades. Well, it's not about the shade, it's about the pigmentation. Like, look, the back of my hand is quite light and it still looks invisible once blended. Like, look at this, it's completely gone. And it also feels quite oily. It does separate my foundation a little bit, so it does not provide any pigment and it just separates my foundation and feels oily on the skin. I don't like this product. I don't like the packaging. This is a huge pass and a huge disappointment for me because I had such a high hopes for this blush. If you want to know what drugstore blushes I actually love, check my previous video. I shared 9 affordable blushes that are incredible. And last but not least, I don't like this new lifter gel gloss from Maybelline. Their original lifter glosses are absolutely incredible, but this one is just way too thick and way too bulky. I don't like this plastic applicator. It also feels very streaky on the lips. I don't like that it's way too thick. I understand the concept that it's supposed to be a gel gloss, but instead it just feels very thick and just not pleasant. Let me actually apply it so you can see. It just feels very thick and goopy. And I feel like it settles into fine lines on my lips and travels outside the lip border, if that makes sense. This gloss is also quite streaky. It gathers in the center of my lips and it gets into my mouth and I can feel the taste and stickiness in my mouth, which I absolutely hate. So for me, these lifter gels are a huge pass. I much prefer the original lifter glosses. Those are not streaky, not thick, not greasy, and not heavy. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please let me know in the comments which products you don't like from the drugstore. In my next video, I would love to talk about my favorite affordable foundation. So if you want to see that, please subscribe to my channel. I wish you a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.